Yeah, hello guys. What's going on, guys? Hello Atelier, hello Dutch Farang, Toronto Brad here, doing our Sunday morning stream. I haven't streamed all weekend, which is very rare for me. I usually stream almost every day on the weekend, but I haven't streamed. So I'm back. We're streaming. So thank you guys for tuning in and joining on my adventure with me as I try to get myself back to the Philippines, which is becoming a bit more tricky than I thought. But it should all be everything should be all resolved by the middle of February, so should be good to go. So yeah, once middle of February comes, I can get myself ready to get out of here. So 2 more weeks, and let's see what happens. 2 more weeks, guys, and then I'll be able to fly out. Hey, Honeyco, what's going on? Boo hoo, what's going on? Dutch Farang, thank you guys all for joining my stream. We're just discussing my plans. Oh, Tita Cheng. Wow, Tita Cheng. I haven't seen you in a long time, Tita Cheng. I think it's because you do your streaming when I'm asleep. So the majority, when you do your streaming, I'm asleep. So I do miss a lot of your streams because it's just the timing difference. Honeyco, I managed to make your streams because you're in Saudi Arabia. I can make your streams. But I'm just getting myself ready to it's I ran into a little roadblock on Tita Cheng. I had a little bit of a financial issue. I had to resolve it. Take me about 1 month to resolve it. So I will be doing the hardcore vacation planning in about 2 weeks when I book the flight, and I'm going to request a time off of work and start booking hotels. So I think it's about 2 more weeks. And as you guys already know, I already tell everybody where I'm planning to go. I'm going to be in Manila / Makati, and I will be in Pampanga, Angeles City, San Fernando, Clark, maybe Subic Bay is my plan. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know Darren Dobson dumped Honeyco. That's interesting news. Interesting little gossip. Toronto Brad, who is going to win the conference championship games today? Cincinnati and Philadelphia. Is that the right thing to say? I don't know about football. I don't watch football, but I think it's Cincinnati and Philadelphia. I think are gonna win. Yeah. So yeah. So I haven't. Yeah. So 2 more weeks, and then the vacation booking and all that stuff is gonna begin, and we're gonna be off and out of here. And the only problem that I have really is that I usually go to the tropics in the winter, but based on the issues that I encountered and everything, I'm not going to be there going in the winter. I'll be there pretty much in the spring here in Toronto. So usually I go when it's freezing cold here, but once March comes, the weather starts to warm up very fast here. So, you know, I'm not going to be going in my typical freezing cold time. I'm going to be going when the weather is actually getting pretty decent here, you know. Oh, wow. Tita Cheng, what's wrong with you, Tita Cheng? Don't do that. Oh my God, Tita Cheng. You don't do that, Tita Cheng. Thank you for your donation, but at the same time, you don't send me anything. I send you, Tita Cheng. You don't need to send anything. I'm gonna give it all back to you. Next chat when you're like, Tita Cheng, don't send. Don't send me anything, Tita Cheng. You did enough for me. Tita Cheng is the reason why my channel is monetized. So Tita Cheng, please do not send me anything. Thank you, but still thank you for the thought. I'm gonna send that right back to you. Tita Cheng. So funny, Tita Cheng. Anyways, yes, I've been enjoying your streams, Tita Cheng. I always enjoy your streams, especially when you're on your boat. So Tita Cheng, guys, she does some really nice streams on her boat, and she has a big crowd in there. So thank you, Tita Cheng, for coming into my chat, man. Dime 33. Dime 33 is so funny. No, actually, Dime, Tita Cheng is the reason my channel is monetized. So, you know, I owe Tita Cheng whatever I send to Tita Cheng it's nothing compared to her getting my channel monetized. Since my channel monetized about 3 months now, my channel has been monetized. I think on the super chat side of the game, I think I brought in about $800, and I don't I don't live stream every day or anything like that. I just do it here and there, and I've been get some very generous donators like Exit to Thailand, Tuna Kahuna, JHK, Rich Bang, Something Wong, Boo Hoo, you know, these guys come in and they donate. Even Be More Ron donated. So a lot of you guys have donated. So yeah, I brought in 800. Basically all of that money that you guys donate is basically the vacation fund, so I can get to Philippines. And yeah, thank you guys very much. But Tita is the reason I got monetized. She's the reason I have an additional $800. So Tita, whatever I sent to Tina is nothing compared to the money I made since she helped me to get my channel monetized. She's the real one that got my channel monetized. Yeah. Why am I not filming the park trucks with Leopard? Because I don't have time to go to Ottawa. I wish I could have gone to Ottawa and done the convoy. If they had a convoy protest here in Toronto, maybe I will go down and I can film that for you guys. But it's not going to get anything near like what Ottawa is going to get. Even Jeff only get like 1,000, and I think before he was getting like 10,000 people in his chat. It was ridiculous. Remember back last year, his chats were ridiculous, But yeah, Tuna Kahuna is a big donator to Honeyco. He's a big donator. He's really racks in the donations, and I'm very fortunate because I know he does support Ben Newton a lot. He supported Cheap Charlie. He supported Barry the Boss for a while there. I know he doesn't support Barry the Boss anymore, but Tuna Kahuna is big. And I think I told Tuna Kahuna to support Tita Cheng as well. But I don't know if Tita Cheng has ever gotten, I don't think Tuna Kahuna, I don't know. But anyways, he's a big supporter, man. And yeah, Boohoo is one of my biggest supporters as well. I don't think, I don't know if Boohoo is a supporter of Barry the Boss, but I know he does drop some donos on me from time to time, as well as I think pretty much everybody that comes in my chat has dropped a super chat. Like basically everybody that's in here has at one time dropped a super chat. Yeah. But that's not what we care about here. Okay. My whole focus of my channel is, first, I want to give you guys good content. So my first focus is getting to the Philippines. When I get to the Philippines, I want to do good vlogs. So I'm going to get a little SD card. You guys know about the SD card, right? These little things that you pop into your phone. And I'm going to take one of these little SD cards like this. It's like a little thing like this. And I'm going to like load up about every day. I want to do at least 10 vlogs, but I'm not going to upload all 10 vlogs, right? My plan is that I'm going to, my plan is to save the vlogs when I get back to Canada. I will, boo-hoo. Yeah, my mom. Anyways, my plan is to load up the SD card with, it's like 10 vlogs per day. And then when I come back to Canada, I will upload the videos as content to my channel. I will do like as high a quality vlog as I can. And then that is going to be my encouragement to take my next trip to Philippines or to Thailand. So, you guys are so crazy, man. You guys, you guys are so crazy with your jokes. I don't know what to say about you guys. You guys are insane. But anyways, yeah. So if I get some good channel growth, like if I can grow my channel organically, so get people that are totally interested in travel, interested in like experiential, topics, and hopefully I can get my channel up there. I would hope that by the time I come back from Philippines, my channel should be at least at around 17 to 1,800, maybe 2,000 subscribers, I would hope. Yes, Be More Ron. Oh, Tita Cheng, be wary of Be More Ron. He has a beautiful girlfriend in Thailand. I don't know if you've watched his channel, Tita Cheng, but he has a beautiful girlfriend, like a model type of girlfriend, very slim and very fit, very pretty face, and very augmented beauty. And yeah, he's a big in YouTube community, Tita Cheng. He's a big He is a big YouTuber in our community, Be Moron. I think we have like about 10 to 12 guys in our community, Tita Cheng, that are like the big YouTubers in our quote unquote our genre, which would be like Barry the Boss, Ben Newton, Be Moron, Cheap Charlie, Wanderer Nirvana, like guys like that are in our clique, but there are other guys in the genre that are not totally inside of our clique that also do Thailand related videos like NDDTVI, Ed Sweeney, Buzzing Pattaya, Thailand Bound. Like there's a lot of other people that do Thailand, but then in our specific community, we have a very tight community. It's like around Cheap Charlie, Barry the Boss, Ben Newton, Be Moron, these type of guys that are living. And also down there's these new guys like Chris Travels and what's this guy's name? Smoke Bar Patong. Yeah. So no, actually, and I had now Tita Cheng. Since that time, I had that issue on stream when I got sick. I haven't gotten sick on stream again. I haven't encouraged drinking on stream, and also Be Moron also stopped drinking on stream as well, because drinking on stream, it might be good entertainment, but it's also a personally destructive behavior. To drink on stream, it's like personally destroying you. And I know my old time supporter Castles Beth did not like when we did the drinking on the stream. Oh yes, that's right. Big Shot Travel, Ricky Drama, of course. Didn't want to forget Ricky Drama. Yes, I forgot about Ricky Drama. Yeah, here in YouTube, we are just one big community. Yes, Tita Cheng, we are one big community. But Tita Cheng, in our genre, now Tita Cheng, if you want to maximize your revenue, Tita Cheng, you should associate within our community, Tita Cheng. Right? If you're in our community, I think you can increase your YouTube channel dramatically. Outside of the community that you're currently in, if you come into our genre, I think not only will your subscriber base increase, but your revenue on your channel will increase dramatically, Tita Cheng. Because right now you're strictly focused on the really small YouTubers, up and coming YouTubers in the Philippines. But if you get into our genre, you're going to expose yourself to a lot more financial benefits. Hey, JHK, the Viking is in the house. JHK with that thick Viking accent, man. The thick Viking accent, man. I was asking JHK, I was asking when you left the stream with Honeyco, JHK, I was asking if, why don't Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Iceland, why don't you guys just become one country? Because you guys all speak pretty much the same language. And, you got the same heritage. I always thought that, hey, why don't all the Viking countries just get together and just be one country instead of, like, you got 5 different countries, basically the same ethnic people within 5 different countries. I don't get it. Especially Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, it makes the most sense because, they're all right there together, man. Anyways, that's just something that passed through my mind. I was just thinking about it, I don't know. How do we join? Tita, you already joined, Tita. When you come in my channel, Tita Cheng, you already part of our community, Tita Cheng, because now all the guys in my channel know you. So maybe, they'll come into your chat or something like that, You're already here, you can, you can come in and hang out with us, So it's all good. You're already part of our community, Tita Cheng. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you for putting up with my my personal issues that kind of delayed my trip. Because initially I was planning to book my trip right about now. I would have been booking my trip right end of January, so I could fly out in like 10 days. The only problem is I ran into a personal issue that kind of blocked me up for about a month. And it really messed me up because I know you guys are all already very upset with Barry the Boss because he just canceled his trip outright. I haven't canceled mine. I just got delayed by a little bit. And but I will be going out there as soon as I can. Yeah. Mod Dutch. Oh, you want me to mod Dutch? They are not coming to my channel. Oh, okay. Well, Tita Cheng, I think it just depends. You know what, Tita Cheng? Are you connected with Honeyco? If you connect, first person you want to connect with Tita Cheng is Honeyco. because she is a fellow Filipina that's within our community, and she also has very good streams, good live streams, and I don't know how much her earnings are, but Tita Cheng, I know you doing very well on the live streams, Tita Cheng. I see Tita Cheng, sometimes you post your live stream numbers, and your live stream numbers are pretty good. Your revenue numbers on your live streams, you post it in your community page, and I'm like, wow, Tita Cheng, man. I think you can quit your day job. You can quit your day job, Tita Cheng. So yeah, Tita Cheng. What is Tita's link? Tita Cheng, go Honeyco. Yes. Who was asking to be a moderator? Dutch Farang. Okay, I'm gonna mod Dutch Farang. Is there anybody else that want to be a moderator? I think I got everybody else that want to be a moderator. I think everybody in my chat's a moderator. I think like all the Filipino channels, pretty much everyone that comes into my stream is a moderator. I know you guys all a long time, so it's no issues here. I can mod up anybody. Yeah. Oh, you get number on your short videos. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You want me to mod Internet Monster? Okay, I can mod Internet Monster too, man. I'll mod. He always calling me names, man. Internet Monster always call me names, man. But yeah. So Tita Cheng, I would say the first step to becoming part of our community is getting into Honeyco's chat. The only problem with Honeyco is that Honeyco is in Saudi Arabia, so the timing might be off for you, like getting into her streams. But the first step is getting in Honeyco's chat, and then going on her. So she always leaves the StreamYard on her chat, so you can go on the panel. That's the number one way to grow yourself in this community. Then you're gonna find that your revenue is gonna go up. I don't know how much Honeyco makes, but I think I don't know. I don't want to make a competition between Honeyco and Tita Cheng, but you guys seem to make roughly about the same amount of money per stream. But I don't know what your guys' financials are, you know. But I like Honeyco's chat, and I like Tita Cheng's chat as well. Very good streams, both of them. Did you break the golden rule of Honeycomb? It's a 10 drink minimum. It's a 10 drink minimum. I don't drink on Honeyco's. I usually go to Honeyco's channel when I'm coming home from work. I'm at the food court. I don't have access to alcohol. I'm just in the food court and I can come on her channel. That's usually when I go to Honeyco's chat, you know? Yeah. Yeah, you got Honeyco, Tita Cheng. So guys, and also Tita Cheng, I find a very beautiful lady. That's just my opinion. I think Tita Cheng is a very beautiful lady. I know you guys always go after me. You say, oh, you only go after grannies and stuff like that, but I think she's a very beautiful lady. And also Harriet is in the house as well. Harriet as well is in the house. So Harriet's another person that you guys can connect with as well. You know, Harriet has got a very unique outlook, let's say. So yeah. Excellent time. J Mike is great. Yeah, I know J Mike. I know J Mike. J Mike is big in the he's friends with what's his name? Darren Dobson. And I didn't know Darren Dobson got into, so I don't know what the issue was with Darren Dobson, because I know in the Filipino chat community, there were some issues recently with many guys like Mr. Pogi, and there was issues with Expat Kings. And then Darren Dobson also joined it, you know. Darren Dobson also joined this internet fray he was doing some inappropriate things on YouTube as well. So I'm surprised. Darren Dobson is one of the most respected YouTubers in the Philippines. Yeah, you're beautiful, Honeyco, of course. I mean, Honeyco. Tita Cheng is very beautiful. Honeyco is not beautiful. Tita Cheng is very beautiful. Oh, man. Internet Monster really feels good to be this. Boo. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I miss Tita Cheng's chat. I want to get back in there soon enough. Get back into Tita Cheng's chat. Brad, it's all fake. Oh, it's fake. Okay, so you didn't get any trouble with Darren Dobson then. I thought he got into some trouble for some inappropriate behavior. I thought he was trying to compete with Mr. Pogi. He got arrested. Mr. Pogi, he got arrested in Philippines, and Expat Kings got his channel deleted. Oh my God. And yeah, Expat Kings, apparently Expat Kings, he was threatening to, like he was waiting for this guy. His name is called Mike Sterney. So it's MYK/S or apostrophe S. His name is Mike's Journey. He was threatening this guy. This guy is a YouTuber, and I don't think he had anything to do with Expat King's channel being taken down by YouTube. He was waiting for this guy, Mike's Journey, to go to Angela City or Pampanga, and he was going to do a beatdown on him. But I think for Expat Kings, that would be very dangerous for him right now, because I think the authorities in Pampanga or Philippines, I think they want to deport this guy. Really, to be honest, him and Mr. Pogi could get deported. If he does anything out of line in the Philippines, I think he's like very close to being deported and probably getting barred from entry into the country. So, you know, I wouldn't put much stock in that. Hey, Atelier is here. Atelier is from Tita Cheng's chat. Tita Cheng, Atelier is here. See, this is one of the people that I hang out with in Tita Cheng's chat. She is a designer of blouses. She makes all types of blouses in Vietnam, and she's got like a really thriving business. I go on her channel. She got a really nice house. Like, I'm like looking at her house and everything is really nice. She got a studio where she makes her designs, and it's very impressive. So Atelier, thank you for coming to my chat. Welcome to the chat. She is in Vietnam and also a good friend of Tita Cheng as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Darren Dobson. Yes. Yes, Darren Dobson is he's a yeah. I don't know about Darren Dobson, but he lives near my house though. In Canada, he lives near my house. But yes, Atelier, Honeyco, Tita Cheng, all friends, man. So I got big YouTubers in here today. I got Be More Ron, Honeyco, and Tita Cheng. 3 very big YouTubers are in my chat. All of these guys have over 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 something followers or subscribers. These guys are very big YouTubers. And Atelier, I think Atelier has 8,000. I don't know how much subscribers she has. I think she has 8,000 subscribers. These guys are big YouTubers, guys. When you come into my chat, you're coming into a chat with very big YouTubers, man. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Harriet. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't. Yeah, Expat Kings would make a very bad decision if he decided to engage in a fisticuff with Mike's Journey, because and Mike's Journey had nothing to do with his channel getting deleted from YouTube, man. So you know, I don't know why he's targeted him, but Mike's Journey just didn't like Expat King's content. He found it very creepy, you know. Oh yes, we forgot about Steph. Yeah, Steph Traveler and Nita Vlog, of course. Don't forget Nita Vlog and Steph Travels. Obviously, the romance begins with Steph Travels and his new haircut. Oh man, is Steph okay? Does Steph have any type of a medical illness? I was hearing some stuff that he's not well. Is he okay, Steph? Steph Traveler, does he have any sickness, or, you know, does he have a is he fine physically? He's not sick or anything, is he? I don't know if Steph Traveler is 100% okay. So yeah. So yeah, we got. But anyways, I'm so glad I have all these big YouTubers in my chat, man. Oh my God, I feel so proud when I got big time YouTubers in my chat. Be More Ron and Tita Cheng, you know, and Honeyco all in my chat today. So I feel very good. But yeah. Yeah, he's not well. Okay, that's what I was hearing. I was hearing that he was not doing too well. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Oh, you sub to Tita Cheng. Yeah, she's very nice, very beautiful. I find Tita Cheng very attractive, but I guess that's just me. That's just me. For yes, go and yeah, connect, guys. Connect up with each other. There's no issues here, man. Go connect up with Tita Cheng, connect up with Harriet, connect up with Honeyco, connect up with Be More Ron, connect up with all of you guys that have the big channels, man. So yeah, I know people like the degenerate drunk channels, man, but trying to keep it above board, guys. Trying to keep it good so that you guys keep coming and you know, but yeah, but Mike's journey is like another expat as well. He's not like a Filipino, but he's just a regular guy that has a YouTube channel in the Philippines. And Expat Kings was saying he was going to come after him. I don't understand what that's all about, though. You know, but yeah. But wow, thank you guys for yeah. Atelier. So Atelier, how is your fashion business going? How do you sell? Are you selling just to individual people or do you sell to businesses? Atelier, she has a huge like design studio in her house and she cuts the fabric and she sews it and it's very detailed, it's very intricate. How do you sell? Are you selling it just to individual people or do you sell to businesses your clothes, your designs that you make, or are you selling it like a boutique style at a very high price, the clothes that you make, Hello, Tuna Kahuna is in the chat. Wow, Tuna Kahuna. I was just telling these guys, Tita Cheng, meet Tuna Kahuna. Tuna Kahuna, meet Tita Cheng. I was telling Tita Cheng about you, Tuna Kahuna, on another stream. I was telling her about you on her stream. And Tita Cheng is the person that helped me to get my channel monetized. So she's a big supporter of mine, Tuna Kahuna. So I was telling her, to connect up with you. I know you're not really into that Filipino genre, you're more into the Thailand genre, but I told her to connect up with you because you've been such a good supporter of mine. And also, as far as the trip concerning the trip, I got delayed because I had a little bit of an issue. I don't want to get into too much detail about the issue that I had. It's a personal issue. Why my trip got delayed by a couple of weeks, something to do with my finances. I think I might have told you guys about it. But basically, I had to stop everything that I was doing financially and I had to shift everything over without getting into extreme detail. So it kind of blocked me up by a couple of weeks. And once all of the financial stuff is taken care of, then I can ask my boss for the 2 or 3 weeks off of work. I can book my flight and I can fly out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to dye your hair again? Yeah, of course. I will dye my hair again. I will dye my hair when I go back to Philippines. Of course, I will cut it. I will dye it. I will try to look young. I will try to look like a young guy. Yeah. No, the issue wasn't an outbreak. It was a financial thing. It was a financial thing. Maybe it was my own doing, but I have to be more careful with my finances. Let's put it that way. Maybe I should use more Bitcoin or stuff like that. So, that's why I'm starting to set up these Bitcoin accounts. You never think about it, but when you do your finances, you think it's just yourself that knows about your finance, but other people are watching your finances, and you need to have some anonymity with your finances. So I didn't realize that before, but I learned my lesson now, and so I am going to be more into the Bitcoin now because man, I didn't realize the extreme oversight of people's finances. It has nothing to do with anybody else but yourself. But there's people that watch your finances that have nothing to do with you, and I don't understand why they have an interest. I'm a poor guy. Why are you so interested in my finances? It doesn't make any sense. Why is there so much high level oversight of people that are poor's finances? It makes no sense. So this is making me think, this Bitcoin is, how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to put a lot of money into crypto, but I'm just going to put enough money that the transactions that I do are masked without anyone knowing who's making the transactions, Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's weird, like the banks and all these companies are such a high level. They're so making billions of dollars. Why do they target people that are at the very bottom, people that have very low finances? They target us for harassment, No, it's not. It's no, it's not back taxes. How much money do you think I make? Internet monster. How much money do you think I make? Do you have gray hair down there too? No, it's only on the top. It's only on the top, man. Yeah. Yeah, at least I don't do charity for financial. But anyways, yeah. So as my getting back to my point, yeah, if you're doing like any type of transactions, especially transactions that are overseas, I think it's better to use like a cryptocurrency to do the transfers overseas, and don't use your like your regular bank to do that type of stuff because that'll get you into all kinds of trouble. So that's learning from a G, top G here, to not to do that. So, but anyways, so why would you think I would guess 100K? Oh man, Jen opting out. Yeah, Toronto is a very expensive city. 100K is basically what you need to survive in this city. Right now in Toronto, the minimum wage is roughly around $45,000. But to be honest with you, to survive in Toronto, to make ends meet, if you're just a single person, you probably need about $100,000, 50 to $100,000 just to survive. That's just survival income in Toronto. It's very difficult. That's why I have no plans to retire in Toronto. It's very expensive here. And I even told my banker, I was with my banker the other day, and I told him, yeah, I don't think I can afford to retire in Toronto. I'll definitely be retiring overseas, because it's too much, man. Yeah, your 401k has 43K and you have a brokerage account with 32K. It used to be 52 until you met Filipinos. No. Internet monster going off on my finances here. Oh man. But yeah, so watch out with that. I'm giving you guys the heads up. If you guys doing any types of transaction, try to use a Bitcoin or try to use a cryptocurrency, yeah, and try to use a different currency, and don't get in trouble with the ladies with the big milk. Be careful, all the big milk ladies in the chat. You have so many nice big milk ladies in the chat. Be careful, guys. They will trap you. So yeah. I don't think the transfer fees with crypto, they're not much, especially if I'm going crypto to crypto. Like if you're going Bitcoin to Bitcoin, I can transfer relatively easily. Of course, it's cheaper than Western Union, much cheaper than Western Union, of course. Yes, of course, it's much cheaper than Western Union. But anyways, yeah, stay away from making. Oh my God, Tuna Kahuna. What the hell? Tuna Kahuna. Big ups to Tuna Kahuna. Wow. My God, start straightening me out right now at the end of the month. Thank you very much, Tuna Kahuna, man. Boom. That's what Barry would say. Boom. I don't know what Barry says because I don't go into Barry's chat anymore. Barry used to say, boom, wow, that deserves a shot. Barry would be like, that deserves a shot. Let me find a shot glass. That deserves a shot. What will you do with five support? I only have a little bit left. I only got just a bit left. And I have nothing to chase it with because I didn't prepare to drink today, but we'll do a half glass for Tuna Kahuna. We'll give a shot for Tuna Kahuna. And I don't have anything to chase it with. Oh man. There we go. All right. Tuna Kahuna and Internet Monster. Big ups to Tuna Kahuna and Internet Monster. Tita Cheng, thank you very much. This one, Honeyco and Boohoo, Be More Ron, thank you guys. Atelier, oh my God, thank you guys for coming to my chat. Wow, Tuna Kahuna, did not expect that, but very thank you. Wow, very good. Thank you very much, Tuna Kahuna. Wow, got to get out. Hoping 15th of February, I will have my flight booked, God willing, or at least the time off work booked, so you guys know my travel schedule. Now, guys, because I've been telling you guys my travel plans, I don't want you guys all to be standing on Legazpi Street in Manila, in Makati, when I go to Philippines. Don't all wait for me because you guys know where I'm going to stay because I want to stay in Legazpi Village. Don't go there try and stream snipe me. Don't go and try and stream snipe me on Legaspi at Greenbelt 3. Just wait for the YouTube videos you guys can watch on the YouTube. Oh my God. Apple cider vinegar. That's what you think that is? Apple cider vinegar? This is, I wish you could smell it. It smells good, man. It's rum, man. It's Caribbean rum, but it's just I only have a little bit left of it, man. It's not apple cider, man. If it was, it's not apple cider. Oh my God. I don't know when you guys came up with this, where you guys, even my boss, when I had that stream when I got sick, and my boss saw it. My boss told me, he goes to me, Brad, why don't you just do apple juice? That's what everyone does. They go, just do apple juice. I'm like, yeah, okay. I said I would do apple juice, man. But you know, I'm not like that, man. I can't do that, man. So just be straight up. I just said I would take a smaller glass, and I wouldn't drink so much. That's all. Because sometimes I do get sick with the alcohol. It gives me like a headache. But I just said I would just go less, because I was using a big glass. Remember when I did that stream? I had like a big glass, and I was drinking way too much alcohol, and obviously I puked everywhere, man. Yeah. Okay, nice, Ron, man. I saw you in Laos. Then you come back to Thailand. Ron, man, living it up. How much longer are you going to be over in Southeast Asia? I'm obviously not going to be in Thailand, but how long are you planning to be in Southeast Asia for? We might be in Southeast Asia at the same time, depending on when I can get out there. And yeah. So, man, Internet Monster, Tuna Kahuna, Tita Chang, thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I was just doing a stream just to give you guys an update on why I'm not out in Philippines, or why I haven't booked the flight, or why I haven't booked time off work yet. Okay, so you might be there when I'm in Philippines. You'll still be in Southeast Asia, so that's very good. That's very good, and you can always extend your visa depending on what's going on. You can always extend your visa, so which is excellent. So for me, I cannot do any extensions because I have to come back to my job, but I will hope to be out there for 2 or 3 weeks. I will be out there. I know already I want to be in Makati, and then I want to go to Angeles, and then I'm going to come back home. Got to do 10 vlogs per day, and then, you know, we'll really do it up, man. Ning has to go. Oh, okay, where's she going? She's going back to her province? Where's she going back to her province? Why does she have to go? Oh, she has to go back to Thailand? Or what's going on, Ron? Oh, you got to deliver the pizzas, eh? How long are you going to be back home in the US? 6 months is your plan to be there? Oh, you're going live too in 6 months. When do you start your Filipina Granny Flapjack Bingo Hall circuit? When I get to Philippines, we will do a Flapjack circuit video or vlog, a Jen opting out on the Pattaya for legal stuff. Okay, all good. Be more Ron. So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tita Chang and Tuna Kahuna, man. This is really impressive. To Pattaya. Yeah, so boots on the ground in February. Yeah, that's the plan. Hey, Maximus, how's life in Pampanga? Are you still in Pampanga, Maximus? Guys, Maximus is friends with Nita. He's apparently run into Nita a few times. Nita actually asked me, Maximus, if you were a black guy. I said, I don't know. I guess Nita has some black guys in Pampanga that are looking at her. She just figured that one of those black guys might be Maximus. Hey, KC, what's going on, man? KC is in the house. Okay. No, Maximus, you're not in Pampanga, so you're in Palawan. Are you in Manila, Makati, Quezon, Cebu, Boracay, Bohol, Baguio, Carmen? What is it called? Carmen Norte? Cor what's it? Carmen? I forget what that place is called. Will you collaborate with Spicali, Joe, and Chris Travels? Probably not. Negros. Okay, Negros Island. Wow, you're exotic. Do you have a friend in Negros, or did you travel by yourself, or do you have a friend in Negros Island, Maximus? I don't know. I don't know about island hopping. If I'm by myself, I don't think I would have the nerve to go island hopping in the Philippines if I don't have someone to go with me. Man, I feel kind of weird. But I guess you can do you, Maximus. Some people can just travel island, like Cheap Charlie and Ben Newton. They can travel all over the place by themselves. Like some places, I would feel kind of weird traveling by myself. Like going to Boracay by yourself seemed kind of weird, right? Because Boracay is like a party island. You need to go with a group of friends. You know, you need to have a lot of people with you when you go to Boracay. When you go by yourself, it kind of defeats the purpose of going to like that type of island, man. You know. I forget what it's called. Is it Carmen Norte? I forget what it's called here yet. There's a place in Luzon called Carmarine, Camarines Norte. Hmm. I don't know. You guys are more in tune with this stuff than I am. I know it's a popular tourist place, you know, but we've gotten really good. I've gotten a really good. Thank you guys for giving me a really good welcome back to. Actually, here I'll pull it up online, guys. What's this place called? I just go into my you just go on YouTube and you just type in Car Marines Car Marines Norte. Yeah, it's Car Marines Norte. There it is. See Car Marines Norte. Look it. See Car Marines Norte. Yeah, I think it's in Bicol. Yeah, it's in Bicol. Yeah, it's in the Bicol region of Luzon. That's it. I know it's a popular tourist place in the Philippines with nice beaches and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna try to make it interesting. I know you guys don't want me just to be with Nita. I will try to bring other YouTubers on my stream. I will not just have it just Nita. I will bring in other YouTubers so you guys can what date do I fly out? That's a good question. I'm thinking by February 15th, I'm going to be all sorted out here in Canada. So in 2 weeks, I will give you the clue as to when my flight is booked or when my vacation time is. The only thing I ask is do not stream snipe me. Do not all, when I tell you guys, okay, I'm going to be in Philippines on this date, don't all fly into Legazpi to try and meet me there at Greenbelt 3. I'm gonna only be in Manila for a few days only anyway, so you guys would have to have really precise timing to meet me there. And then of course from there we would get in a truck or get in a van or get in a car or get on the bus and we'll go up to Pampanga. And yeah. Yeah, Maximus isn't black. No, but Nita was asking me, she goes, Bradley, is a Maximus black? I'm like, I don't know if Maximus is black. Because I guess Nita have a lot of black guys in Pampanga looking at her, so I guess she just figured he's a black guy. I guess in Pampanga, a lot of black guys looking at me. So she asking me if Maximus is black. So yeah, but Nita's all good. Nita's okay. Nita's cool. Nita's cool. Atelier is cool. Honeyco is cool. Harriet's cool. B Moron is cool. Something Wong is cool. Boohoo is cool. Casey is cool. Go Hard Brother is here. Cool. We want to see Rompy Pompy Mongering. That's hard to do because Nita's watching me, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. The assets that brothers love. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the reason why. She's a little slim though, you know. She's not thick. She's not a big, thick woman like like a more curvy, delicious woman like Tita Chang. She's very slim. I think the brothers like Tita Chang. That's why I like Tita Chang. Tita Chang, so curvy. That's why I like Tita Chang, but it's all good in the hood, man. And Atelier is in the house. The YouTube guys, I'm gonna drop Atelier's channel. Just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna drop Atelier's channel, Casey. Yeah, if we talk to Nita, maybe she can let you be free. Let me pop, guys. Let me pop in Atelier's channel in here because Atelier's been a really good supporter of mine. Same with the Tita Chang. Let me drop these guys' channels in here. Give me 1 second. Where's Tita Chang and Atelier's channels here? Just give me one moment. Tita Chang. Where's Tita Chang? And Atelier. Atelier's here. Oh, I didn't even mod up Atelier. Okay, I modded her up now. Let me drop her channel. Modded Atelier up, and she's got 2,000 subscribers. Wow, 2,000 subscribers. Wow, Atelier's got 2,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna drop her channel, paste it in, and send her channel out. Let's go send it out. There's Atelier's channel. Okay, so now let's get Tita Chang's channel in here. Tita Chang's channel. Where's Tita Chang? Tita Chang. Tita Chang. Tita Chang. I don't have Tita Chang. Anyways, I'll find Tita Chang's channel, and I will pop it in here. Just give me 1 second. Tita Chang. Tita Chang, and I'll just pop up Tita's channel here and share it out. So Tita Chang. Guys, just give me one moment. I'm just popping in Tita's channel here. Tita Chang. And just pop her channel in there. So there you guys go. So there's Tita Chang and Atelier's channel. So you guys can hook them up if you guys want. And wow, thank you guys for giving me some good support today, man. Amazing support, man. You guys give me some good support. Wow. And thank you guys so much for coming into my chat today. Wow. Anyways, guys, anything happening and anything, you guys got plans to head out shortly? Any of you guys got plans to head out? Yeah, she's not gonna. She goes live. Usually, she's going live when we're asleep, man. That's why I usually miss her streams. Her streams are usually when asleep. Do you like black guys? Yeah. Don't forget to guys give me the thumbs up, guys. If you guys are in the chat, don't forget. Oh, Jermaine, you're going to on February. February for 2 months. I thought you were already there, Jermaine. Weren't you just there, Jermaine? Weren't you? I thought you were already in Thailand. You're going again? Holy crow, man! Jermaine, you were just out there, guy. What are you doing for a living, Jermaine? Do you do online business? How are you able to travel so freely? Because I mean, like a lot of people, like myself, have a hard time traveling because we have to get time off work. What do you do for a living, Jermaine? Come on, tell us what you do for a living, man. We want to know the secret, man. How do you do it, man? Tell us the secret. Yeah, well, I do, but the problem is I also have a job. That's what I'm asking you, Jermaine. I also have a job, so it's not just the money you need to. You have to balance the job as well. That's why I'm asking you, do you work or you just don't care, or what's the deal? Are you doing sales like before? What I used to do, I used to do sales work, right? So I didn't have to be tied into any job for us any extended length of period of time, right? I just did the sales. Then I take the time off work. I fly out. I come back, just like that, Do you work online sales? I was watching this guy. His name is Riley Bennett, and he has a YouTube channel called Living That Life, and he teaches people about no, Amazon FBA. He also teaches about like remote closing, remote sales. And these guys are young guys and they live like in a villa in Bali or Thailand, and they just doing their hustle online. They make their money online and then they focus on just living life in Bali and Thailand, Singapore. They live life very well, because they're doing the job that does not, it's like a, what do you call it, location independent working, so you don't have to be tied to any specific area to complete your daily job. And that's what they do, and it seems like they make really good livings by doing that. Okay, yeah, Riley Bennett. He has a channel. Riley Bennett. His channel is Living That Life. I don't know if you guys know that channel, Living That Life. He's in Thailand. He's a Thailand guy. Yeah, digital nomad. He's digital nomad. They do remote closing. They do the Amazon FBA, like the drop shipping. They do all of that type of stuff. They do some other online. Of course, he has a YouTube channel, but I don't think his YouTube channel is very minimal. Like the money he's making from the remote sales, the money he's making from the FBA is obviously a lot more than he's making on YouTube. Like the YouTube might just be a couple pennies. Maybe he's making $500 a month on YouTube, but he's making a really big money is in FBA. I'm sure he's doing 10,000. I don't know if he does the remote sales, but I'm sure on the FBA side of the game, he's at least doing $7,000 to $10,000 a month. Because I can tell you that because his villa alone costs around $10,000 a month, and mind you, he rents it with the other guys that he's working with, right? So it's about 5 or 8 guys that are working together, doing the drop shipping or doing the remote sales, and they live in the villa all together. So obviously, if the villa costs $10,000 and there's 10 of them, they're only dropping about 1,012 each. Like 1,200 each on the villa, right? But they live in a very luxurious life in Bali, in Thailand, in Vietnam. They live like kings. In Bangkok, he gets the penthouse apartment. Check out his channel, Living That Life. He's a cool guy, man. I talked to him before, and he's got his head on properly, and you know you know. But anyways, guys. Oh man. Ron, are you finished? Mm-mm-mm. Brad, what's the temperature outside? Did it snow there yesterday? Because in Chicago, it snowed. The car. Yeah, it snowed there a couple of days ago. I'm doing well, Steph. Thank you for coming to my stream. Steph, Nita was worried about you, Steph. Nita was worrying that you were not well, that you have some type of a disease or something, Steph. So Nita was quite worried about you. Yeah, it snowed here, but that's life, man. We live in Canada. Like I said, by the time I'm flying out of here, all the snow will be gone. It'll start to be warm already. So I'm kind of like disappointed. I usually fly out of Canada when it's freezing cold, and but this winter I'm stuck here in Canada. I'm not going to be able to escape the snow this year. I will be stuck here. I will probably not be on the plane until at least the mid to late February. I will not be on the plane to Philippines. So I'm a little disappointed about that. It's my own. That's maybe my own issue, but what can I do? Yeah, late February. Yeah, because Maximus, you missed the beginning of the stream. So I had an issue. I had a personal issue with the banking, right? So I had to make some changes, and that is what is holding me up, right? Before I can ask for time off, I need to be able to withdraw money overseas. I need to be able to transfer money. So I had an issue with the finances, so I have to fix that. It's gonna take me about a full month to fix it. So it really messed me up, Maximus. It really messed me up. It delayed me, and I'm like, oh my god, if this is like the worst time for that to happen, it could have happened at any time, and they just do it right now, just when I was planning to go out to the Philippines. So I was planning to have already booked my flight by this time. I already took booked my time off of work, but I got sidetracked by the financial issue, and that obviously because it's such a big issue, I have to deal with this first before I can do anything. Because obviously I can't book a flight if I can't use a credit card or stuff like that. So I need to get everything sorted out before I fly out. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I wish it was just that internet monster. It was a big issue, man. It's a big issue. Like I said, I don't want to get into details, but it was a big issue, and I have to fix it. I'm still in the process of fixing it. It's probably going to take me another 2 or 3 weeks to fix it, but I'm almost there. I had to do a lot of talking with bankers and financial advisors, and I had to do a lot of behind the scenes work to ensure that I'm able to freely travel. That's why I was talking earlier, Maximus. I was talking about Bitcoin and like masking your financial transactions, because why is it that the banks care so much about what a small poor person's doing? Like, if you're poor, why does the bank care about you? You're not making them money. Why are they looking at you? You're not going to get them into any trouble. You're just a small person. You're doing small transactions, $5, $10 transactions. Why is my banking so thing to them? Maybe it's because I have a lot of money. They think I have a lot of. I don't think I have a lot of money. It's not a lot of money to me. Maybe to them they think it's a lot of money, but to me it's not a lot of money. I mean, banks, they're dealing with people got billions of dollars. I just got a little bit of money, not a lot, man. You know, no, it's not. It's nothing to do with the debt. Kickmaster and Maximus has nothing to do with the debt. You guys don't. You guys are. This whole thing is going over your head. The banking issue has nothing to do with the debt. What's wrong with you guys? You guys are smart guys, man. Come on, man. Smarten up, man. The issue is basically your banking privacy. It's an issue with banking privacy and stuff like that, man. Yeah. And it's just yeah, it's closer to Internet Monster is closer than you guys, Maximus. Internet Monster is closer to what happened than Maximus. It has nothing to do with debt. It's just like that, man. But I'm just the thing. My thing is that the thing is that why does the bank care? Like if you send like a $5 or $10, what do they care? It's not like I'm sending money to the Colombian cartel. I'm not sending $1 million. I'm sending $5, $10. I'm sending such a small and insignificant amount of money. Why do they care? Why do they have such care where you send the small money, man? So, that's why I was like, I'm like, what's going on with these guys, man? So they give me a hard time. So that's why I had to make these changes. And I'm still in the process of making changes. It's going to take me another 2 to 3 weeks to get it all sorted out. At that time, I will book my flight and I will go to Philippines at that time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Boohoo, I know. Well, Bitcoin, Boohoo, what I was thinking is to do Bitcoin, right? If I use Bitcoin, because I never knew the amount of scrutiny that money is under. I never realized there's a certain amount of scrutiny that money is under. It makes no sense, especially if you're not a wealthy person. It doesn't make any sense, why the scrutiny is so intense for people that are like me. Technically, I'm a poor person, right? I'm poor. Why is there such a level of financial scrutiny on the poor? What about those rich? Look at who's that guy that took all that money and the crypto? What's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried. The guy stole what, $32 billion, right? But I'm sure the banks didn't have any problem with him. Even after he's charged criminally, the banks are not doing anything to him. I'm pretty sure they're not giving him a hard time. But the guy that does absolutely nothing, everything is legit, everything is by the books, everything is following all of the procedure, they give me the hard time. It makes no sense. Look at all those guys that, like, what's that guy in Romania that's taking the girls and sending them on the pimp train or something, on the pimp train in Romania, and they got him because he had a Bugatti, and he's got access to his money. Why they giving a hard time to people that are like doing everything legally, not breaking the rules? Everything is following the law, the book of the law. They give me a hard time, and I'm not stealing from anybody. And you know, it doesn't make any sense. I don't get it, but that tells you that basically what I'm basically trying to tell you guys is that the system is set up so that the rich stay on the top and the poor stay down. So even if you're poor and you're trying to come up, they need to keep you down. The system is set up to constrain your ability to deploy your finances to further enrich yourself. They need to keep the pyramid as the triangle. They can't have the pyramid turn into a rectangle. They need the people at the bottom to stay at the bottom. And they do that by having a strict and a very onerous oversight on the poor people's finances. They do that. That's the way they do it. And the people at the top have free reign to do whatever they want, steal, launder, without any scrutiny or without any consequence. And that's why I think a lot of people are going to Bitcoin. That's why the Bitcoin revolution happened, is because this is insane. Like, makes no sense, right? So watch out for these type of things. Don't let yourselves get caught up by this. Definitely, I would definitely recommend using Bitcoin and other transactions where you're not tied to the transaction. You're not physically tied. Your name is not physically tied to these transactions. So that's my recommendation to you guys for today. Definitely watch out with these things, that these banking type of things. It's just my little advice to you guys, man. Oh man. But anyways, that's my little 2 cents there, man. That's my 2 cents. What are they doing to homeowners in Ottawa, Boohoo? What are they doing to homeowners, man? Yeah, exit to Thailand. I know they need a lot of workers, but they need the people at the bottom to stay at the bottom. If the people at the bottom come up, it destroys the paradigm. You know, the paradigm is destroyed. The guys at the top need to stay at the top. The guys at the bottom need to stay at the bottom. If the guys at the bottom find a way to the top and they do it en masse, the system is destroyed. The system that is built to enrich the people at the top. The people at the top need to ensure their total financial dominance of the people at the bottom. They do this by onerous oversight of minutia that is totally legal, but they themselves are free to commit money laundering, all kinds of scamming, profiteering, Ponzi scheming, and still can maintain full access to their funds. So. You know. Yes, Capio, what's going on, Capio? Yeah, we're just discussing. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, okay, you see, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the banking system is all designed to keep the people at the top, people at the bottom down. So that's why I am for like a freer type of a financial network where the banks do not have this type of deep control over your finances. They shouldn't be intruding or overseeing your personal transactions, especially when there is no illegality in those transactions. Why do they need to concern themselves with it? Especially when the amounts are in a relatively small terms, they're very minute compared to the billions of dollars that someone at the top would transact. Those are the ones you need to be concerned about. Why are you concerning yourself with those guys at the very bottom doing small transactions like the size of a Big Mac combo size transaction? Like, come on, what's wrong with these guys, man? Mhm. Yes, yes. Listen, you guys are not taking me seriously. I'm trying to give you guys a full, proper lesson in finance here about guarding your banking privacy. And you guys are talking about nonsense. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to teach you guys to not let any one institution have an extreme amount of leverage on you. So what you should do is spread your assets out over numerous financial institutions. Don't have all of your assets into one basket. Spread it out, and then have access through different points. So different points online, crypto, like just the nominal banking. Like have a different setup so that there's no way that any one institution can shut you down. You have it all spread out, and you're never going to be in a kind of situation that I got caught in because I had basically all my eggs in one basket. You understand? Yeah, I know. Maybe I was thinking about that. I thought about setting up an offshore bank. The problem with setting up an offshore bank is if I have an offshore bank account, right, or anything like that in like Cayman Islands or in the Bahamas, the problem is that I need to access the funds. If I need to access the funds, it's difficult, and I need to access through credit card. I need to set up a credit card, so it's a credit card outside of my banking institution. So you need to set up one of those like HBM Hong Kong banking credit cards or like Singapore banking cards, something that's outside of your home banking system, and that becomes kind of difficult. But if you have an offshore bank account, these are the kind of things that you're kind of forced to do in order to maintain a free flow of the finances from your accounts so that you're able to do transactions and process transactions. No, no, Maximus, Trinidad is not a tax haven country because Trinidad has oil and gas. So Trinidad doesn't do offshore banking. Those countries that are doing the offshore banking in the Caribbean are quite common countries in the Caribbean that do the offshore banking. number one country that does offshore banking in the Caribbean is obviously the number one country in the banking in the Caribbean or offshore banking is Cayman Islands. Okay, Cayman Islands is a well-known. You guys all know about Cayman Islands. Basically, it's a territory of Great Britain. It has its own jurisdiction for doing the banking, and it's able to basically it's able to launder money for the Colombians. So the main way that Cayman Islands makes its money is that basically it takes the dirty money from Colombia, right? The dirty money from Colombia comes into the Cayman Islands, right? And then the Cayman Islands then puts it into a trust or packages it in such a way that it's now quote unquote clean. Then once the money is now clean, that money is then shipped to London, right? So that maintains London's position as one of the premier financial centers, because basically they're taking this repackaged drug money in the Cayman Islands and it's shipped back to London. Now, the second country in the Caribbean that does this exact same process is the Bahamas. So the Bahamas is another country, another former British territory, where they are, again, they're taking the Colombian, a lot of the Colombian drug money, a lot of illicit money goes into the Bahamas. It's repackaged into different corporations and family trust. And then again, the money is shipped to London to maintain London's banking supremacy for the world. The third country that is known as a offshore haven is the Barbados. So Barbados, very close to Trinidad. You guys know, same deal. Again, the money is coming in from South America, usually from, criminal cartels that are in South America. They go through the Bahamas, they go through Cayman Islands, they go through Barbados. The money is, again, repackaged, entrusted, it's put into limited corporations, offshore account. Money is then, again, forwarded on to London. So the money is cleaned through these offshore jurisdictions, then sent to London, London thereby maintaining its worldwide banking supremacy, right? And not only for the Caribbean countries like Aruba and all these other countries, but it also works for Isle of Man, Panama, Belize. They all do it, but to a lesser extent. But the three main countries are obviously the Bahamas, I think even to an extent Bermuda, Cayman Islands, and Barbados. They all do the same type of like offshore banking. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Marlene is in the house, man. Marlene is in the house. And get a second citizen. Yeah. I've thought about that. I've thought about that, Boohoo. I know Singapore is very good for the banking. Marlene is in the house. Hey, Marlene, you finally got into a chat. I think we're about halfway into the chat, Marlene. So you got in this time at a very good time. We had Tita Cheng in the chat. We had Atelier in the chat. So we had a lot of the big people in the chat today. Capio's in the chat. So we were just talking about how the financing banking system works. Yes, happy Sunday, Marlene. Happy Sunday to you in sunny Florida. For most of us that are in the chat, we are in the snow and the cold. A relative few numbers of us are in Southeast Asia. So some of the guys in the chat are in Thailand or in Philippines, but the majority of us are in the cold, in the snow right now. But I'm hoping to be in the sunny tropics of Southeast Asia in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes today. But thank you guys for, not sunny, it's in the 60s today, okay. But still, Florida weather is still miles better than the weather like 90% of the world. Florida has really good weather. Maybe not as good as Thailand, but definitely has really good weather in Florida. Thailand and Philippines probably have better weather than Florida, but I couldn't complain with Florida weather, that's for sure. Yeah, Thailand weather is probably the most awesome weather in the world. And Singapore, actually, the country with the best weather, I think, is Singapore. Is it Singapore has the best weather in the world? I think Singapore has the best weather on the planet. I can't think of another country that has better weather than maybe Las Vegas. I think Las Vegas has, but Las Vegas it gets kind of chilly in the winter. That's the problem with Las Vegas. And in the winter, it's a little chilly, right? But it's always sunny in Las Vegas. Every day the sky is so blue, you know. But I think Singapore, just for overall weather, I think Singapore has the best weather. Oh, Hawaii has the best weather? I don't know. Mm, I don't know. I think it's close. I will say it's close, but I would think Singapore has better weather than Hawaii, but it's close. San Diego has the best temperature. Okay. San Diego. Okay, so we got San Diego, Las Vegas, Hawaii, Florida, Singapore. Those countries basically the same, basically have the same weather every day. The weather is the same every day. It's like sunny and hot every day. Singapore, Hawaii is basically the same every day. San Diego is like Las Vegas and Los Angeles. It get a little chilly in December, January, and February, a little chilly, but San Diego, I guess, is probably pretty decent weather, you know. Yeah. Keith Jenkins, salute. Keith Jenkins, big support from the chat for Keith Jenkins, guy. Keith Jenkins went through some hardship last year, and we want to be big supporters of Keith Jenkins. He was supporting all the small YouTubers, and he's still a supporter of my channel. And Keith Jenkins, I want you to connect up with Marlene. Marlene is also another small YouTuber, Keith Jenkins, and she has really good vlogs that she does on the sunny Florida. Keith Jenkins, Marlene, just to give you a background, he's a guy, he supports all the YouTubers. He was coming in hard with super chats, you know, but I think, Marlene, that some of the people that were getting the super chats from Keith Jenkins were kind of like taking advantage of him in a way. And, you know, when Keith Jenkins got his channel monetized, you know, these guys that Keith Jenkins was supporting didn't come through in the same way that Keith Jenkins came through for them. And I think that kind of impacts him a little bit. So, but anyways, Keith Jenkins putting out good content, and he's got a good channel, and definitely I want you to connect up with Keith Jenkins, Marlene. And yeah, he's a really good guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Keith Jenkins, he got stabbed in the back by a lot of people that we know in our community, Marlene, really did not attribute Keith Jenkins the way that he supported them, Marlene. And it was a big controversy in our community here that guys that were like that. So it really upset us, a lot of people here. We're not going to name names or anything like that, but there were many people that did it, and we were kind of surprised because of the amount of support that he gave to them. But we don't want to dwell on controversy here. Let's get off the controversial topics. But big ups to Keith Jenkins and Marlene in the chat. Thank you guys for coming in and supporting my channel today. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Keith Jenkins also very, very famous with all the Filipinas as well. He's a very famous guy with all the Filipinas. He's give a big support to all the Filipina channels as well, Keith Jenkins. So good guy, and very nice guy to have on your YouTube roster. So I'm just gonna get back into my what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. You know, I was talking about something, and I went way off topic. I was talking about banking, and then I talking about offshore banks. Then I was talking about Isle of Man, Panama, and then we went on to so many different topics there. You know, but yeah, Dominica offers citizenship by donation. Yeah, a lot of countries will give you a donation, will give you citizenship with the right amount of money. So Singapore, if you put in $200,000 into a Singapore business, you can get your permanent residency for Singapore. You can get your residency card in Singapore, but I think just a straight $200,000 invested into a business, you can get your residency in Singapore, and you're good to go, man. And you know, I think it's a good deal. But you also have to buy a place in Singapore, which might be a little bit trickier, because think about it, you know, condo in Singapore, you're looking at least $500,000 to $1 million to buy a little apartment in Singapore, right? Because it's very expensive there as well. Yeah, but the good thing about Singapore vis-a-vis Hong Kong is that Singapore makes its land available for development, where Hong Kong doesn't make its land available for development. The government uses the land sales to generate revenue for the running of the country, whereas Singapore doesn't operate on that model. That's why Singapore has it's a more equitable housing arrangement and people can afford the housing in Singapore, whereas Hong Kong is definitely not tiered that way. The way they've set it up is that they do the land sale. It's very restricted, the amount of housing land that's available for development, and it means the pricing for housing is very high in Hong Kong. You know, yeah. Yeah, Marlene. In the Caribbean, those countries in the Caribbean that do a lot of offshore banking, yeah, you can do it. But the problem for that is that in the people that are doing offshore banking in the Caribbean, their passport is a much more powerful passport than the Caribbean passport. It offers no benefit for somebody from Canada or from the UK or from whatever country to give up their passport for a Dominican passport. Like, it would make no sense. The Dominican passport, or a Dominica passport is not worth anything pretty much compared to a Canadian or an American passport. You get a lot more rights and privileges, but maybe as a secondary citizenship, just to reside in the country, it's good to have it like that. That way you don't have to worry about visas and the like. You can just stay there. That's the benefit for that. But if you wanted to get a powerful passport, you want to get like a Singapore passport, would be a much better passport to get than to get a Dominican. I wouldn't give up my Canadian passport for a Dominica passport. I would definitely give it up for a Singapore passport. I would, of course, without question, I would do that without a doubt. Then you're getting a very powerful passport, and you can travel anywhere you want, no questions asked. You just fly in wherever you want, bam, just like a Canadian passport. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with the people like Keith Jenkins. Yeah, man, Keith Jenkins is a good guy, man, and I'm surprised. Like, he brought up a lot of YouTubers, including himself. Like, his channel is close to 30,000 subscribers, I believe, and he brought up my channel too. When Keith Jenkins was a supporter of my channel when I think I only had like around 600 subscribers. I think I was at 600 when Keith Jenkins started following me. So Keith Jenkins give even me like a big boost on my channel to get me monetized as well. So all of you guys that support, it's very important, So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through and supporting the channel. It's awesome that you guys do that, And yeah, we had Tita Chang in here. Tita Chang is so cool. I love Tita Chang. We had Atelier, me in the chat. We had Tuna Kahuna. We had Boohoo, JHK, the Viking guy was in the chat. We have a lot of people in the chat. And yeah, man, it's always good to have you guys here. Thank you so much, man. How would your life have been if you grew up and lived in your home country? You know what, Cake Master, probably not that much different. So Cake Master, my parents come from Trinidad, and Trinidad is a very, technically it's a third world country, but the income is pretty close to Canada, right? So Trinidad's GDP per capita is actually pretty close to Canada's, right? I think it's around 40,000 per year because of oil, right? So it's got a high, what do you call it, HDMI. The problem is it has a high crime rate. That's the problem with Trinidad. So it's not that you're not going to make a lot of money in Trinidad. You can, because of the oil and the gas and the refining and the trade. But it's got a high crime rate. It's got a little bit of, there's not a lot of ethnic division, not really that bad ethnically divisive, because Trinidad has like Indian people and black people, and it's a mix. Indian, black, they have Chinese, they have Arab and white all mixed together in Trinidad. It's a bit of a mix, so it's not terrible to live there. It would be okay, but the crime is a little bit of an issue. But the girls are beautiful. Like, let's face it, I'm gonna be straight with you. The girls in Trinidad are much more better looking than the girls in Canada. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Cake Master. The girls in Trinidad destroy the girls in Canada. Like, they're not fat, they're like slim and they're beautiful. They have a nice complexion. They got a nice body. A lot of big bouncing flapjacks. This is Trinidad. They look like Indian, a little mix of Indian and black. They look way better than anything in Canada. So yeah, yeah, trust me. Trinidad is okay. It's just the crime is a little bit of an issue, and a little bit of ethnic conflict between the blacks and the Indians, a little bit of an issue, but not that much because a lot of the blacks and the Indians is intermixed. That's what I'm saying. They look mixed, between black and Indian, and they look much better than anything in Canada. You went there, you compare the girls in Canada, Trinidad. The Trinidad girls will beat the Canadian girls in any type of beauty contest. Let's just put it that way. And that's why when the Trinidad girls come to Canada, they like social climbing. When the Trinidad woman is in Canada, they are social climbers. They trying to get the guy that has the most money. The guys are always trying to get them. They're getting the most, like they're getting a lot of that when they come to Canada, those West Indian girls. So yeah, I would have been okay in Trinidad, but it's better to be in Canada than be in Trinidad, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Trinidad or Jamaica, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. Some other people might have a different opinion. Some people, like older guys, might say, I'd rather be in Trinidad than I would be in Canada. I'd rather be in Trinidad. Or I'd rather be like, look at Tuna Kahuna. Tuna Kahuna, he's a Canadian guy. Where does he stay? He's in Brazil. Brazil is a country that's much poorer than Trinidad, much, much poorer than Trinidad. And he loves it there. And Trinidad is way richer than Brazil per capita, than Brazil, like twice as rich as Brazil. And, so there you go. So Trinidad's really very wealthy country, but just there's some issues there. Relatively wealthy for a third world country. It's relatively wealthy. Like I say, it's twice as rich as Brazil, so it's not doing too bad. It's almost got the same GDP per capita as Canada. It's just like I say, it's the HDI, it's the infrastructure, it's all the other things that it's not exactly equal to Canada. Like the social is not exactly the same. But if I pull up the Trinidad GDP right now, let me pull it up right now. Let me just take a look and see what the Trinidad GDP is. I think I know it was Trinidad GDP. Let's go GDP. Let's go per capita. Let me go Trinidad GDP per capita. Yeah, Brazil is a BRICS country. Actually, Aruba has got a very high GDP per capita. Look at that, 30,000. Barbados is 18,000. Wow. Trinidad here is 17,000. I think the GDP is not right. I think Trinidad is like 35,000. I didn't think it's 17,000. I thought it's like 35,000, but because of the oil. Yeah. It has one of the highest Trinidad has one of the highest per capita incomes in Latin America and the Caribbean. Yeah, does Trinidad have a high GDP? It does, but it's here saying only 17,000. I was thinking it's like 35,000, 35,000, but they're saying it. Let me do Canada. Let me do Canada's GDP per capita. Give me 1 second. So Canada GDP per capita, Canada here is 51,000. So saying here Canada is 51,000. United States 70,000 GDP per capita. United States 70,000. Wow. Let me go Kuwait. What's Kuwait's GDP per capita? Because I know Kuwait's a rich one. Kuwait GDP per capita is, look at that, only 24,000. It's not that high. I thought Kuwait would be like 100,000. Let's do a UAE. UAE only 44,000. Look at Qatar. Qatar is very high, 66,000. Wow. Saudi Arabia only 23,000. So you see, there you go, man. You guys are getting a quick breakdown there of the country's GDP per capita. Who's on the top, who's on the bottom, man. There you go, man. Yeah, 70,000. Yeah, USA 70,000, man. It's insane, man. 70,000. Yeah, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the BRICS, trying to take over the currency, the dollar denominated power of the United States. They're trying to make their own currency and have an alternative to the United States. They don't want to be overwhelmed by U.S. economic power. That's why they set up the BRICS to kind of be like a counterbalance to the United States. But anyways, My parents and sisters making. You have Trini friends, yeah, yeah. Okay, good, good. But so, yeah, Trinidad is all right. Trinidad. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming to my morning chat today, man. It's unbelievable that you guys are all here. And Tita Cheng was giving me a big donation there. Thank you, Tita Cheng, for that. Man, Tita Cheng gave me a big donation, man. You love the Cayman Islands, eh? Yeah, Cayman Islands is nice. Like I always dream if I'm a rich person, I would stay in Cayman Islands, or I would stay in any of those the very rich Caribbean islands like Bahamas or Barbados or Aruba or even Trinidad. It's so tropical, it's idyllic, beautiful sunsets, beautiful, beautiful sunrises, evening parties with the calypso band playing, beautiful women, that's Trinidad, that's Guyana, that's Barbados, Jamaica. It's all the Caribbean. That feeling of the Caribbean is such a very powerful draw to go there, but it's expensive. So the problem for guys like me, Marlene, and for these guys in the chat is that most of the guys in my chat, we cannot afford to go to the Caribbean. And even if we went to the Caribbean, we would not have a good time. So basically, if you go to the Caribbean, you need to go to the Caribbean. The Caribbean works best if you go with a partner, and you need to have a lot of money. I mean, for the real Caribbean. So there's two Caribbeans, okay? Let me just explain. There's two Caribbeans. There's the rich Caribbean, where the rich people go, and then there's the poor Caribbean, where guys like me and the people in my chat go, all right? So who is the poor Caribbean countries? The poor Caribbean countries are like Dominican Republic and Cuba. So that's where poor guys go to go to the Caribbean because they cannot afford to go to the quote unquote like the real Caribbean, which would be like Barbados, Aruba, Trinidad, all of those countries, like basically all the B countries, Cayman Islands, you know, we can't afford it. It's expensive. All right, let's face facts, man. So, what countries do guys like me go to when they go to the Caribbean? They're gonna go to Dominican Republic, or we're gonna go to Cuba because we can afford it. They have the package only a couple $100s. We fly out to Cuba, we can fly out to Dominican Republic, have a good time, and then go home. And if I was gonna go to Barbados, and instead of spending $300 or $400, I'm probably gonna spend like $4,000. No, Haiti is not a tourist destination, Max. Nobody's going to Haiti for a vacation. Oh my God, no. Yeah, yeah. Cayman Islands is expensive. I cannot afford to go to Cayman Islands. It's way too expensive. Bahamas, I cannot afford. Barbados, I can't afford. I cannot afford Aruba. I can't afford Curacao. All of those countries are rich, expensive countries for rich people from Canada. You can't go there if you're poor. I can go to Cuba and I can go to Dominican Republic, but I cannot go to Curacao. I cannot go to Aruba. I can't afford it. Can't go to Cayman Islands. I can't go to Barbados. Can't go to Bahamas. It's all very expensive for me, man. So yeah, there's a lot of Haitian women. If you like Haitian women, I would recommend instead of going to Haiti, maybe go to Dominican Republic. Yeah, go to Dominican Republic. Yeah, it's cheap because yeah, it's close by, but I'm talking about the hotels in the Bahamas. I'm not talking about getting to the Bahamas. For someone from Canada, getting the flight and then the hotel booking is going to be very expensive for me to go and stay in the Bahamas. It's close to Florida, but the hotel cost is very high because it's close to the United States. It's technically not a Caribbean country, really, right? It's in the Atlantic. It's not really in the Caribbean, but it's basically a Caribbean country. And it's very expensive to get a hotel there because it's got a lot of pressure from the US, people from the US going to the Bahamas for their quote unquote Caribbean vacation, you know. So yeah. Did you film in the Dominican Republic? I've never been to the Dominican Republic, Sean. I've never been there. I would like to go to the Dominican Republic. People tell me good things about going there, but I haven't been yet. A lot of the guys from the U.S. they go to Dominican and they go to Colombia, I guess. But I've never been to the Dominican Republic. Never. Yeah, but I've heard good things. A lot of the black guys from the U.S. they go to Colombia. They go to the Caribbean portion of Colombia. They go to Barranquilla or they go to Cartagena. Some of them go to Brazil. But it just depends. I would love to go there. I would have gone there had it not been for the pandemic. I would have been there. Yeah, I didn't see anything exciting in the Bahamas. It's just beautiful beach. Yeah, I think the Bahamas has really nice hotels. Yeah, that's right. Guyana again, it's not in the Caribbean, but it's technically it's a Caribbean country. Yeah, yeah, hmm yeah. Cali, Colombia. Yeah, Cali, Colombia Cali, I think, is on the Pacific side of Colombia. It's not on the coast, I don't think, but it's on the more closer to the Pacific side of Colombia. The Caribbean side of Colombia is the most, I think, is the most growing part of Colombia, right? That's Barranquilla and Cartagena. Those are the parts of Colombia that seem to be growing the fastest. It's the most popular with the tourist, I would think. People from the United States and Canada not really want to go to Medellin or go to Bogota. I think people from Canada, USA, they want to go to Cartagena or Barranquilla. They want to go to the Caribbean side of Colombia. They're not going to Cali, Bogota, Medellin. But some of my buddy, he's a black guy. He's in Manhattan. He goes to Medellin and to Bogota. He's a black guy. He goes to those places, but most black guys, I think, will go to like the north of Colombia and to that the Caribbean part of Colombia with the like it's like those African. What was that guy that used to go to Berry Stream and cause all the problems? His name was Mr. Dumpty. Yeah, yeah. He was always causing trouble. Yeah. No, Cartagena is on the Caribbean side of Colombia, man. I can pull up the map right now. Cartagena is on the Caribbean, man. Cartagena, let me just pull up the map. It's on the Caribbean side of Colombia, man. Yeah, Cartagena is a port city on Colombia's Caribbean coast by the sea. The old wall city was founded in the 16th century. Cartagena, Colombia. Yep, there you go. Bogota is on the inside. Medellin is on the inside. Cali is on the inside. Oh, African descent is in Cali. Okay. Mm. The Caribbean Sea is in the Gulf of Mexico. What are you talking about? The Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico are two separate seas. The Gulf of Mexico is one sea, and the Caribbean Sea is another sea. They're totally two separate. They're not. The Caribbean is not. They're part of the Atlantic. The Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea are both part of the Atlantic, but the Caribbean is not a part of the Gulf of Mexico, man. The Gulf of Mexico is its own thing, and the Caribbean Sea is its own thing. The Gulf of Mexico is it's totally its own thing. So the Gulf of Mexico, let me see it. I'm pulling it up on Wikipedia right now. The Gulf of Mexico is a marginal sea of the Atlantic Ocean. There you go. Surrounded by the North American continent. It's bounded in the northeast by, yeah, I see, surrounded by the North American continent. Surrounded by the Gulf Coast of the United States, the Mexican states, on the southeast by Cuba, and the borders of the Gulf. Third coast of the United States. Yeah, there it is. See, totally. There it is. American Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, you can see it's two totally different seas. Look at, they are well defined, two totally different seas. There you see the Gulf of Mexico. There's the Gulf of Mexico. And then there is the Caribbean Sea. Two totally well defined. They have a very defined border. There's that definitely that mid-sea ridge that separates the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. It's very clearly defined. If you can't see that, Maximus, look at that. See how they are well separated by Cuba and those undersea mountains that are totally separating the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. Look at that. Very well defined separation between the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have any stocks investments? Of course, I have lots of stocks and investments. I already told you guys, man. I told you guys, man. Oh, yes, they're both a part of the Atlantic. Yes, yes, they're both part of the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, that's correct. That's true. I say that they're both a part of the Atlantic Ocean. That is of course known. They're both seas within the Atlantic Ocean, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're both seas, marginal seas of the Atlantic Ocean. The Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico are marginal seas of the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, that is correct. So let me just do Caribbean Sea. It's probably going to say the same thing. The Caribbean Sea is the Caribbean Sea. What does it say? Is a sea of the Atlantic Ocean in the tropics of the Western Hemisphere. And there you go. It is bounded by Mexico and Central America to the west and southwest. To the north by the Greater Antilles, starting with Cuba, to the east with the Lesser Antilles, and to the south by South America. The Gulf of Mexico lies to the northwest. Yes, the Caribbean Sea, Lesser Antilles. Technically, Trinidad is also not in the Caribbean. Technically, Trinidad is in the Atlantic. Trinidad's not in the Caribbean because it lies outside of the Lesser Antilles. It's part of the coast of Venezuela. So. Yeah. So yeah, it's actually outside of the there. Anyways, guys, we've been chatting here for a while. I think I'm going to shut down the chat. I got things to do today, guys. I got a lot of things to do. So I think I'm going to shut down the chat. And we'll continue the chat when I get home tonight. Or I might do a chat when I'm over at the other mall. I will do another chat there when I get over there. Or the Arctic Sea. I don't know about the Arctic Sea. I don't study the Arctic Sea. I just know that Canada, United States, Russia, and China are all fighting over the Arctic Sea. That's all I know about the Arctic Sea. It's a lot of big fight right now between the US, Russia are fighting over the Arctic and the resources in the Arctic. That's all I know about the Arctic. But I'm going to shut it down for now. I'm going to do a stream. I'll set up a stream when I get over to the North York Center. We can have a big chat over there, and we'll chat it out when I get over there, guys. So I'll see you guys when I get over there, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for today. I'll meet you guys over on the other side in give me about 3 or 4 hours, and we'll set that chat up over there. So I'll take care for now, guys. Thank you for joining. See you guys soon enough, guys. Bye-bye for now. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to hit the like button before you guys pop out of here. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed as well. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys for joining Toronto Brad.